So good morning dear cadets. So yesterday's video I taught you color compound formation in coordination compound. Okay, why coordination compounds are colored. So yesterday full theory I taught. Today I am going to teach you the application part of that theory. Just see, yesterday only I told you there is a one example which is given in the NCERT book. This is hexaaqua titanium third ion. Okay, its color is purple. Okay, so we have to explain its purple color on the basis of CFT theory. Okay, just see, in that compound central metal atom is titanium. Okay, titanium means 22. Okay, so 3d2 4s2. Now the oxidation state of titanium is Ti3 positive, means oxidation state of titanium is 3 positive. So 3 positive means 2 electron of 4s and 1 electron of this one will go. So now 3d will have 1 electron. Okay, 3d will have 1 electron. Now 6 H2O ligand will approach towards the titanium. When they will approach, and you know what is the nature of H2O? Weak field ligand. So when they approach towards the titanium central metal atom, so d orbital will split into two set, that is T2g set and this is EG set, correct or not? And 1 electron is present here in T2g set. Okay, now d orbital is split. Okay, why it has been splitted? It has been splitted because of the approaching of H2O ligand towards the titanium. Okay, now unpaired electron is here. Now this unpaired electron that require excitation energy to jump from here to means T2G to EG set. So it will absorb the energy. From where it will absorb the energy? It will absorb the energy from the visible region. Moreover to this, now try to understand here, when H2O approach toward the central metal atom, d orbital is split and now CFSE is produced. Crystal field splitting energy is released because CFSE is the energy released. Since H2O was the weak field ligand, hence CFSE value is less. Okay, so now of course d orbital is split, but CFSE value is less. So a corresponding excitation energy will also be less. So from the visible region, it will absorb such kind of radiation which have got more wavelength but less energy. Okay, so this now just see, for dd transition this unpaired electron will absorb energy from the visible region. So for dd transition, okay, so what color of radiation it will absorb? It means after calculation it was found that it will absorb yellow green radiation, means neither full green nor full yellow, in between green and yellow in nanometer it will absorb. Now what is the transmitted color? The transmitted color of yellow is violet and green is red. So their reflected color would be the mixture of red and violet. So mixture of red and violet is only known as purple. Okay, purple color, correct? That is why this compound is in purple color. When it will absorb the yellow green radiation, mixture of yellow green radiation, so this electron will jump and it will go to EG set. So now their reflected color, already what I told, the color of coordination compound is not due to absorbed radiation, rather it is because of transmitted radiation or color. Okay, so its absorbed radiation is yellow and green and transmitted radiation is red and violet. Okay, so the mixture of red and violet is purple. So in this way the application part of that theory is also over. Dear cadet, now in NCERT book in the box they have given some information. Colored gemstone everybody is aware. Now at your home, what is there? Some elder brothers or father, they are wearing the ring or not? In that ring, what is there? One shining stone is fit. So that stone is nothing but a colored gemstone, like emerald, ruby, corundum. Okay, so emerald means Be, that is one type of beryllium compound, Be3Al2. This is nothing but a mica. What is emerald? Mica, Be3Al2Si6O8. Its color is green, and its green color is because of the presence of two transition metal, Mn and Fe. Mn and Fe will tell you why color gemstones are colored, means why gemstones are colored. Okay, next one is ruby. Ruby is nothing but a Al2O3. Okay, Al2O3, red color, chromium. Next one is corundum. Corundum is Al2O3 only. Ruby and corundum, almost they are similar. So this one, their red color is because of color is different. Okay, color is different. Ruby is red color, and this is because of the presence of impurity of chromium. Corundum is Al2O3. Its color is because of Cr and Mn. Now question is here, why are gemstone colored? So try to understand. In these gemstones there is a presence of impurity of transition metal, and when transition metals are there, definitely d orbital will also be there. So when d orbital is there, so splitting of d orbital would be there, unpaired electron would be there, dd transition would be there. That is why they are colored. So I wrote here, transition metals are found as a impurity. These transition metals have d orbital. Due to splitting of d orbital and dd transition, they are colored. Moreover to this, transition metal replace other metals like aluminium from their crystal lattice. This is also one of the reason to impart color to the gemstone. Okay, transition metal will replace the other metal from their crystal lattice, and this is also imparting color to their compound. Okay, so in this way this part is also completed. Next one is stability of, there are three things are left. Stability of coordination compound, now bonding in carbonyl compound, and third one is application of coordination compound. So application of coordination compound, you can study most of the things already I have discussed while discussing the chapter. Only two things are left, that is the stability of coordination compound, and next one thing is bonding in carbonyl compound, synergic bond. So both things I will try hard to complete today only. Okay, so now new topic is stability of coordination compound. So stability of coordination compound can be expressed in terms of stability constant, that is Ks. Okay, or this can be expressed in terms of dissociation constant also. Dissociation constant means K only. Okay, so just see, one is Ks, that is the stability constant, other is dissociation constant, that is K. Stability constant is inversely proportional to stability constant, inversely proportional. So the K equal to 1 by Ks. Okay, that is there. Now try to understand. To explain stability constant in better way, let us take one example. Cu2 positive aqueous. Actually this is the coordination compound. Okay, what is this one? CuNH3 whole 4 2 positive. So what is the meaning of this one? The meaning of this one is tetraamine copper second ion. Tetraamine copper second ion. Is there any problem here? No problem? Okay. Now just try to understand. In this equation we can apply the equilibrium constant. Okay, so just see, here I am writing K EQ equal to what is there? What is here? CuNH3 whole 4 here 2 positive aqueous divided by Cu2 positive aqueous, and here what is there? NH3 whole 4 raised to the power 4. Correct or not? Actually this KEQ only, this is equal to KS. Okay, so we can write here KS equal to Cu NH3 whole 4 2 positive aqueous divided by Cu2 positive aqueous, and here what is there? NH3 raised to the power 4. Okay, so I hope that you understood the meaning of equilibrium constant and Ks. Equilibrium constant is only equal to Ks, stability constant. So this is the story of Ks, but discussion is not over. Okay, discussion is not over. Why? Just see. Now actually here I wrote in one step only. This can be written in stepwise also. So if you are writing same reaction in stepwise, then you will get the different stability constant for each step. Okay, and later on we can sum them up. But right now what is there? That is one of the most important thing, most important conclusion. Here we should draw. What is that one? Greater the value of Ks, greater will be the, means greater the value of stability constant. Here I am writing conclusion. What is the conclusion? Greater the value of Ks, stability constant, greater will be the stability of coordination compound. Greater will be the stability of coordination compound. Okay, no problem at all. Same thing can be written like that also. Opposite of stability constant is dissociation constant. So the lesser the value of R, here I am writing R, just I will delete this side and will write lesser the value of dissociation constant. Lesser the value of dissociation constant, greater will be the stability of coordination compound. Okay, no problem at all. Both sentences are same only. Since relation is inversely proportional, that is why if one value is more, means stability constant value is more, then stability of coordination compound will be more. Next case, what is there? Lesser the value of dissociation constant, greater will be the stability of coordination compound. Now we'll discuss the stepwise stability constant also. Same reaction, means this can be written in stepwise manner also. Okay, so dear cadets, just see that stepwise same reaction can be written in stepwise phase only. Just see, Cu2 positive plus 1 NH3, this is equal to CuNH3 bracket close. Correct? Yes, now 2 positive. Okay, now just see, apply here K1 equal to here CuNH3. now here what is there, 2 positive, here divided by what is there, Cu2 positive, and here what is there, NH3. correct or not? So K1 is the first step stability constant, K1, correct. Now similarly Cu2 positive, this is first step first. Now same thing we can write for the step 2 also. Here apply the equilibrium constant. Now here write step second Cu2 positive plus 2NH3. so here what is there, here Cu, here what is there, NH3 whole twice, here 2 positive, so here what is there, K2 equal to here Cu NH3 whole twice, here 2 positive, divided by what is here, Cu2 positive, here NH3, here raised to the power 2. okay, now just see, this is equal to K2. now step third equal to Cu2 positive plus 3NH3. so here what is there, Cu NH3 whole thrice 2 positive, aqueous, what is here, aqueous. so the K3 equal to what is there, Cu NH3 whole thrice 2 positive aqueous, divided by here what is there, Cu2 positive, and here what is there, NH3 raised to the power 3. now step fourth equal to Cu2 positive plus 4NH3. this is equal to Cu NH3 whole 4 2 positive aqueous. so now K4 equal to Cu NH3 whole 4 2 positive aqueous, divided by Cu2 positive, here NH3 4. okay, now just see, so actually we have got here K equal to, K is the overall stability constant, Ks equal to K1 into K2 into K3, K1 K2 K3 into K4. so actually these are known as stepwise stability constant, stepwise stability constant are stepwise formation constant. okay, stepwise stability constant or stepwise formation constant, and this Ks is overall stability constant. so what we can say, the overall stability constant depends upon stepwise stability constant or formation constant. now you can take log also, just see log, and just see K1 K2 K3 that is equal to new constant that is also known as B. so B can take here, just a minute, I will rub this side, then we'll explain. okay, so just see, earlier we can say this overall constant depends upon this one, or we can say stepwise stability constant is equal to Ks. Now in stepwise we will not write here, we will write here new constant, that is beta. Okay, don't worry, ultimately it will come, don't worry, beta. Now just see, by taking the logarithm, so what we can write here, log beta equal to log k1 plus log k2 plus log k3 plus log k4. Okay, so now just see, if we know here log beta equal to 4.0 plus, means for the step number 2 the value of log k2 is 3.2. now I wrote now step by step, just see the values. Now for this one 2.7, for this one 2.0. so log beta equal to, if you sum this one, so this will come 11 point something, 11.9. So this is log beta is only Ks, stability constant. Okay, so stability constant for this one CuNH3 whole 4 2 positive, that is equal to 11.9. Suppose I am writing one more compound, that is the cadmium compound, CdNH3 whole 2 positive, CdNH3 whole 4 2 positive, their value is 7.0. In the same way you can write, there is no problem. Yes. And now which will be more stable, just see. So what is the rule? Greater the value of stability constant, greater will be the stability. This is more stable due to greater value of Ks, and this is less stable. So like that you can check other compound also, if their Ks value or dissociation constant value is given, very easily you can find out their stability. So now that's all for today. Now there are some more thing in stability constant and bonding in carbonyl compound. So I have decided that will take one more period to complete all those things, because today they can't be completed. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you. Just keep writing these things, keep revising. Almost this unit is completed. Whatever left out work is there, just near about 25 to 30 minute video is required to complete the some more thing about the stability constant, bonding in carbonyl compound, and some of the important application of coordination compound. In this way this unit is completely completed. Now afterwards I will start the book number 2, that is organic chemistry. So gear up for the organic chemistry. Okay, I hope that whatever things I taught, you are understanding everything. Thank you.